my living in vain? Is my body in vain? Is my fashion in vain? Is my travel in vain? No, of course not. It's not all in vain. 'Cause after all, let it define.
Lux, 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 Lady Lux, Lady Lux. That's her name, don't wear it out. Lady Lux, Lady Lux. That's her name, don't wear it out. Hopping out the bed, right? Gotta get my tummy tight. I'm gonna get my body wrapped today. That mean you going right?
Let's spin the block to the group home. See what them boys on. Looking out for them men, making them feel like who? Mike Jones. Mike Jones.
Mike Jones.
Mike Jones.
Mike Jones. 4 days and 3 nights. Lux, get your flight right. Tune in to Biz One, 7 p.m. on Wednesday night.
Fashion talk, let's not forget where you get your fashion pick. Latest fashion in the mix. Yeah, you know it's gonna be lit. Ow. 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 Lady Lux. Lady Lux. Lady Lux. Lady Lux. Ow. Ow. Lady Lux.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? Thanks for tuning in to Busy One Radio. Yay! We made it on this Wednesday at 7. What's going on, y'all? I hope y'all day been good. I heard people in New York has no power.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. And they said it's going to be 5 to 7 days before they get power. Yes, it's just heartbreaking. They're going to lose all their food and everything. It's going to, that's not cool.
Yeah, that sounds like a plot to a bunch of superhero movies.
Woo! So we have 2 great guests tonight. We have Keon, Talley, and we have Kelontae, Britten. Yeah. So we're gonna get into Keon. Keon, so what's going on with you?
Man, well, I've leveled up in the tech game, so now I'm out in Hamilton working for the school district. So we have 15 different buildings that we do work at.
So first, tell them how you got started and what age.
Well, when I first got started, when we go way back, like
Way back.
all right. Well, I first started at Butler Tech. I did the 3-year program, graduated early, so I left after 2 years with the group, the 2024 group instead of 2025. But one thing I did start, one of my first internships was Procter and Gamble, and I helped them build their AI system.
Your first internship at Procter and Gamble, and how old were you?
When I was out at P&G, I was 16.
Honey, that's what I'm talking about.
Hire at P&G, and that has continued. So I'm still the youngest hire of Hamilton City School Districts. When they hired me, I was 17, and ever since then, I've still been the youngest. They really can't find someone who's young but also passionate at what what they do. So when I go out there, I really prioritize kind of help teaching my team, making sure that they're up to date on stuff. But
so
also,
you got a team.
Yeah. It's a team of 12 people now.
Wow.
So
how do they respond to you because you're the youngest?
I mean, really, they've actually treated me more like a little brother.
Okay.
Like we're really a family down there, and I really appreciate that. Like if I have any questions about anything, they'll always be out there to help. But then I'll also help them out with a bunch of troubleshooting. When it comes to pretty much anything, we just help each other out. We also hang out after work. Like we're not a group of co-workers. We're a family group. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's awesome. That makes it so much better.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so everybody respects each other,
Mm-hmm.
and it's no age factor because he has all this knowledge.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They really prioritize more of like your knowledge base than your age. Yes, I am 18. I am still I'm the youngest that came in there, but at the same time, I also teach them things. You know what I mean? Like I actually come with knowledge and wisdom that helps them out, especially when it comes to AI stuff.
Wow. Okay then. That's what's up. So what gave you this drive that you have?
Really, I mean, just when I was a younger person, like when I was at school and everything, I got into computers really young. I can really say my mom helped me with that. She seen that I had a passion about something, and she took the opportunity to do whatever she could to put me in the right places to do so.
Awesome mother. It takes a village to raise a child, but it takes a very special mother that's really into their children and want to see them proceed. And we need more of that, don't we?
Absolutely.
Yes. So what are you doing now?
So as of now, I'm a on-site technician for Hamilton, which that is a 15 building district. You would think that it's smaller, but they have 15 different school buildings and like Board of Education and of course the bus lot that we all take care of. And it's a contracted company, but at the same time, what we do is pretty much anything tech-wise. When it comes to the internet, when it comes to the laptops, phones, the smart boards that they have, we come out there and we fix it. We go out, teachers just kind of put in these things called tickets. We go through the list, and it's an organized system, so we're able to kind of organize it by the school that we're at that day. And we go and attack the classes at a time. Now, I've kind of grown a little group, and what we do, we kind of think outside the box. All of us go and attack a school at one time, so we can get one school done and then move on to the next one. So we get about three to four schools done in a day, compared to some people just being at one school per day or 2 days.
So I know this for a fact because me and your mom is friends. You actually hacked the school.
Yes, I did. Back in my younger Monroe days.
Tell us about that.
Really, I more did almost like a pen test. So really what happened is that I seen the bug in the system and I just kind of had fun with it. It was something that
And how old were you then?
So when that happened, I was around like 14.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was I mean, really, I can't say anything bad about it because it brought me to where I am now. I'm really glad that with that situation, which for that, what happened was that there was a computer and I seen that there was a bug where if someone signed in and I was the first one to be signed into it, all the other passwords were just saved to my account. And I figured out how to exploit that bug to other computers. It's kind of hard to get into the details of that, but it's really just a glitch when it comes to two different like operating systems. Even though they were both Windows, when it comes to one Windows being powered by Monroe and the other one being powered by Bowler Tech, it just the overlap was causing a bug where you can save each other's accounts. But despite that, and shout out to my mom by the way for keeping me being expelled and my principal. My mom went down to the school and they were upset. But at the same time, they also sat down and negotiated. And it actually came to the point where they were like, yeah, we're going to fire our IT guy and just hire your son.
Yeah.
Because there should have been no way that a 14-year-old then took out our whole system. And, I mean, they did it. I worked with them during the summer. I worked with them for like 2 summers. I met my boss, Logan Westfall. He's a great guy. He brought me into the Forward Edge company, and I'm really glad I'm in the Forward Edge company just because it's a difference between working and then doing what you like for work. And
Exactly.
I like what I do for work. I like being the guy that goes out and helps these new generation kids get the future that they need.
Right.
That's very important, especially with things going on in the world right now. Making sure that the kids and the teachers can do everything that they need to do to grow a better future for us is essential.
It is essential. And what's more important is that you're doing the job that you like. Because who likes getting up in the morning, early in the morning, and you're at work 8-9 hours, and you don't even like your job
Right.
or what you're doing?
It's more, that's more like a chore rather than just going and having fun.
Well, I had to do chores for a very long time, and I thank God I don't have to do no more chores.
Hey, a lot of things, really, people have to start off somewhere, and even though it probably took a minute, the journey is what's important because you learned along the way.
I did. So thanks for tuning in. Hey, Keon, how you doing? Yeah, so we here with Keon Talley, the mastermind for computers. So tell people about your computer business that if they have something broken
I got
or got a bug.
So I have a LLC, King and Things LLC, and what I do.
What is it?
King and Things LLC.
King and Things.
Yep.
Is that how they can find you?
Yeah. Well, they can. Is there a way I can plug my phone number?
Yes. Yes. Right in the
Okay.
the group.
I'll just.
We can do that later.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so essentially what I prioritize is helping people find the right device, and also I do camera installation, drone photography, and videography. Pretty much the overall aspect of technology I kind of take care of. Not everything like software or website developments, but when it comes to more of like the hands-on things, building computers.
Hardware.
Yes, absolutely. Fixing your screen, doing RAM installations and PSUs and motherboard stuff. That's kind of what I like to take care of. And I know there's a bunch of big corporations out there, and going out there and getting your proper device for you is a little scary because, it might not seem that way, but when you go into something, especially like Best Buy, Target, what they'll do is they'll be like, oh, well, you should go for this device. But that's just the most expensive device that they want to give you. Mm-hmm. Their job is to sell, not to prioritize the customer. My job is to prioritize the customer to make sure that they get the right device for them. Mm-hmm. And that's really important in this industry because there's no point of you spending $2K on a laptop when you could get a laptop for $5K that does everything that you need to do and spend that rest of that money on things that you
$5K
need.
for a laptop.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean it's really like, for example, coders or developers, really what they need is like a good CPU, storage, and RAM. But a lot of times they'll get something with a massive GPU in it, and that's just not something that they need. And I just like making sure that the person gets the right thing for them because money's a little tight right now, and that's for everyone.
Exactly. So tell the people again how they can reach you and what you can do for them.
So you can reach me by my phone number, 513-652-9712. Just shoot me a text, a brief description of what you need, what's going on, and I'll do my best to try to get to everyone and also help you with your situation personally. And a little bit more into what I do is, like, for example, if you crack your laptop screen, I can be out there, I can get the parts for it, get it taken care of.
What about phone screens?
Well, certain phone screens. The new industry of phone screens are actually pretty hard to get by just because we can't even order like the proper screen off Amazon without Apple being like, hey, you have a fake screen, so we're just going to slow your phone down. We're going to make the screen look terrible.
Yeah.
Just so you still have to go out there and get it fixed. So really, I used to do more of the phone screen stuff. It depends on the phone. Just because I wouldn't want to fix your phone for like $300 because that's how much the screens usually cost, the new one, just for Apple to be like, all right, well, we're going to take that money away from you because you're going to have to come back to us and get it fixed even further.
Wow. So I know that you've been working on appliances as well, right?
Yep, I'm pretty much, I'm a one-man, horse, really. Just, like, I've done some stuff to dryers, washing machines, when it comes to the timers and the heating elements and the belts and everything like that. And I like to really just do that because, well, it's, number one, it's cheaper than getting the whole thing fixed and paying someone else to fix it. Essentially, you're really just kind of paying for the company's time and, like, the insurance of that company that's coming out to fix it. It's a whole mess of other things that kind of get involved within that.
It is.
One of the nice things of being a smaller, one-person company is just that I don't have that backhand. I can go out and get some stuff taken care of. Now, I can't fix everything when it comes to all that stuff, but at least, getting a description of what's going on, I can help you find what parts you would need and the things to do to take care of it properly. Right.
So, and tell us about your drone videography.
So with my drone, like, photography and videography, it's really more like landscapes, kind of events. I can't really do too much with events, and it also depends on the area just because of the laws and regulations, unfortunately, but that's just where we live in. But more of just like a really cinematic type feel and also social media friendly. My equipment can handle up to 4K resolution, so when it comes to needing a beautiful landscape to sell a house or a photo of that house just to kind of post online and stuff like that, or mediocre to large events as well, just to take care of that stuff.
Cool. All right, we'll be right back, y'all. Thanks for tuning in to Devine Lux, Lady Devine, Busy One Radio.
Getting ready to hit the night on the town with your friends? Ooh wee, looking good, girl. But you're missing something, baby. You're missing that Lady Devine lipstick, honey. It goes on smooth, gives you full coverage, and it's smudge proof. It's a beautiful way to top off that red gown that you're wearing tonight. It sure does. The fragrance is not only beautiful and feminine, but it's also long-lasting, and it is guaranteed to get the heads turning anytime you walk past. Lady Devine perfume and Devine Essentials lipstick. Look at you, girl.
Your lips, they got me going hard flips. You got me floating. Your lips, they got me going hard flips. You got me floating. Your lips, your lips, your
Lux, Lady Lux, Lady Lux. That's the name, don't wear it out. Lady Lux, Lady Lux. That's the name, don't wear it out. Lux, Lady Lux, Lady Lux. That's the name, don't wear it out. Lady Lux, Lady Lux. That's the name, don't wear it out.
Do you have belly rolls like this? Do you have the chicken wing arm like this? Or experience fat rolls like this? I suggest you try Devine Essentials Lipo in a Jar. Brought to you by Devine Lux. Lipo in a jar slims your body, firms your body, reduces cellulite, and burns fat, all at the same time.
Lady Lux, ow.
Hey! Thanks again for tuning in to the Lady Devine Show on Busy One Radio. So we have two talented young men here, Keon, Talley, and we got Kelontae, Britten.
Keontae, it's the same as Key, for real.
Kelontae.
That's all I'm like, that's funny.
So
Yeah.
that was you when you was 12 on that video, huh?
Yes, ma'am. We were 12, 13? I think
Wow.
it was 12.
So that was your start in music.
That was our second video. It was probably one more before that called Party Hard, but no, we actually started before YouTube. We was doing shows at the talent show, rocking it out, like school singing it word for word before we ever shot a video.
What school?
CCPA, Cincinnati College Preparatory Academy.
Okay.
Down there, yeah. So we started probably in second grade. We was probably 9 years old going to the studio, pitching in $10 a piece. So we was rapping from like 9 up until 12 when we shot our first video.
Wow.
Off LP3 player, stuff like that. You know, we elevated, went to the studio, and from there shot our first video. 7th grade. It was a talent show. We had the song popping. We shot the video that summer. And then
So who was doing the shooting?
our very first video was this guy named B. Cox. His name B. Cox. He's a producer now, Cash Out Beats.
Okay.
He messed with a lot of big Atlanta artists and stuff like that, so he just scaled up and went into the producer role. B.
Y'all
Cox.
got started together, so
He
that
put
was.
the phone right out his pocket, like it was a little.
Oh, he did it on the phone?
Down there was a camcorder, like yeah, that was a little camcorder he was using. He put it out his back pocket. We thought we was about to have a big video shoot.
And he pulled out the
his
phone.
pocket. We like, oh my goodness. But
Yeah.
100K out the gate though. Yeah, that motherfucker did like 100K plus.
Wow. So that was with GBA Workers and FSG.
FSG, yeah, that was the music group. Yes, ma'am.
That's what's up. So you just keep going. So you build a legacy and discover talent as well.
Oh yeah, I mean I worked with a lot of people. Well, damn near everybody in the city for the most part. I worked with a lot of people in the city.
So in particular, Skylar Black.
Oh yes, ma'am. She started off with us. Like, I mean, not started off like when we was that young, but you know, Skylar came around. We was probably about 15, 16, around that era, 2015 and stuff. Yeah, she dropped her first song with us ever, first recorded song, first video. You know what I mean? She was around. That fly on the wall. She was definitely in there.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah,
So
on
do
the
y'all
studio
still
floor.
conversate?
Every now and then, not like we should, but you know, it's definitely there.
Okay.
Contact is there through mutual friends.
'Cause you're doing
and
big
like that.
things.
Yeah, I'll be busy. That's what it is too. She be busy, I'll be busy. But every time she can, it's there. You know what I mean? I could call her today if I need to. So it's there.
That's what's up. So, are you looking to discover any other talent?
I mean, I wouldn't even
There's a lot of
necessarily
talent
say,
out here.
yeah, because that just happened kind of like, it just kind of happened organically, really. That's kind of like a sister to me. So she just been around. Like, I've known her before all that, before the music. Like, it's really before the music. I've known her probably since I was about 7 years old, like growing up. And we went to the same high school and all that type of stuff. So that was kind of, you know,
Second
that's
grade.
different. Yeah. She a little older than me, but so she was always, older than me. Probably about 8 years older than me. I think.
Okay.
But she was always around. We just grew up in the same neighborhood.
That's what's up. What neighborhood y'all grew up in?
Downtown Cincinnati.
Okay, that's what's up.
Downtown.
So you had something called the A to Z trilogy.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
a bunch of women that had some beef raps.
No, that was a song with me basically doing a bunch of storytelling, using names from A through Z, basically rhyming, using names in different witty ways, and that's what that was. I had a part one that had went crazy.
So you did the rapping,
Oh yeah, I was rapping.
but you was naming females.
Oh yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
that's what it was. Like, yeah, basically on some storytelling stuff. Like people I done dealt with, people I probably never dealt with, people who done, left me on scene, just in different witty ways. Like just to really, it was on some marketing stuff, really, on some marketing stuff.
Did it work?
It worked. I feel like it should be bigger. For real, I feel like it should be bigger.
So you gonna redo it?
Nah, I got 3 parts. I'm done with that. It's part 1, 2, and 3. And there was different moments in my life. Like the A through Z came so farther after that era and all. It was different eras. That was when I first came out, young boy, 9 or 12 years old. Then I had like a little solo run, which was the Tay-Star King of the Hero era, when I'm dealing with a bunch of the names in the city, and just on my independent time, which is when all the Skylar Black stuff essentiated from that. Like, and then after that, actually it was in the middle of that, because Skylar was around when I did the first A through Z. I'm getting death threats and all type of shit. Black
What?
right there. Like, that's what I'm saying. So I could see you talk your head off for days. She was right there when I did the part 1. Like, motherfucker calling my phone and shit.
Cause you had some names in there.
Yeah, the part 1. Yeah, that's what got it started. Like, but yeah, she was there. You just made me think about it. She was there at the house when I was getting the calls and shit. And I think that's what kind of separated us too. Is like, she was really trying to see the bigger picture, and it's like hanging around me. It's too much. It just come with too much. Like, you know what I mean? So I understand it for real. Like, I really understand it. They was trying to really go commercial. I was thinking too local for the most part. I feel like I be thinking too small. Like, that's what it was for real. And I feel like that's where the separation started at. When I was just her with me and a lot of my guys and my people, I was so hot. Like, motherfucker don't even want to be around you because it's so politics and so much politics in the industry and within the city.
It is.
Motherfucker don't even want to stand next to you. Like, but when it worked, they show
Then
love
they
in
right
private.
there.
Yeah, because
Hey,
yeah.
I know you.
They
I know
love
you.
it for real. They all show love in private and stuff, but it'd be politics for real. But I knew what came with doing that type of stuff for real, for the most part.
Yeah, because you got started young at 7,
Yeah,
so
it was
you had to
marketing.
know.
I sat and did that. I sat in a room and that came from something too. Like I had a girl I was dealing with and shit, and I was in the house
At
bored.
7?
No, I'm talking about the other stuff. Like, yeah.
The A to Z.
Yeah, that's what all this stuff. Yeah, so it all stems from different stuff. Like, for the most part, yeah, it's like a ripple effect, a chain effect.
But
Yeah.
you're pretty witty.
Marketing for real. I'm playing a character, man. That Tay-Star is a character for the most part. Tay-Star was a character I came up with when I was probably 10 years old, man. Tay-Star.
So at Busy One, we about connecting people, and we've been talking with Keon about you guys working together.
That's the type of talk I'm trying to talk about, though. Like, for the most part, because that's what I'm on. Me as the director, the filmmaker. That CPM talk, that website talk, software tech. I got that in my bio. I'm heavy on the software tech. Websites, what's that? That you were just talking about, coding.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
like
trying to learn how to code. Yeah, definitely AI.
Because
Definitely.
once you master AI, you pretty much already can master coding. Because most coders to this day use AI now. Like the bigger corporations, you're talking Google, you're talking like P&G. I helped them build the AI that they're using right now.
You just blew my mind when you said you was interning for P&G that young. Like, man.
Yeah, I help. Like they have an AI system that goes around and it makes sure that the computers are updated and stuff like that. And that was back a couple of years ago. And now that thing grew up. And the AI industry that we have access to now, you might as well get into it while you can, because you don't want them to start throwing the prices at you when it gets extremely big thing. It's already a big thing, but you might as well get into it while it's free, and then master it.
So we already behind with that AI stuff for the most part. I feel like we are, man.
So we're gonna take a break and we'll be right back, y'all. Check this video out.
It's Devine.
What? Yes, I have my own products. Yes.
She got some scalp therapy, some body butter. This is some beard butter for you beard gang men. And then she has a conditioner here. Oh, these are slimming gels, you guys. So that's gonna help you slim down, right along with you a waist trainer. This is a waistband, actually. You know what? I heard the waistbands are a lot better than the waist trainers, and more comfortable, a little more flexible, especially for us BBWs.
So y'all check out my products. Y'all can order them anytime at DevineLux.com. I have hair scalp therapy for your edges.
Yo, big up Cincinnati. This your boy Joe Dapper from Dada Shock World Music Sound, representing for Wet Wednesdays, Ladies Night Reggae, 9 p.m. through midnight, with exclusive poetry and open mic sessions, and the hottest reggae, dancehall, and Afrobeats and R&B in the city. So come hold a vibe at the Cali Bar and Grill, 1227 California Avenue, Cincinnati, Ohio. Come catch me there. Boom.
Yo, this is Bass Polo DJs with my girl Lady Devine. You know what I'm saying, on Visit One Radio. Yo, check out at 7 o'clock. I'm from Florida. She going all the way to Ohio. You know how we do it. Check out Lady Devine 1.
Thanks for again for tuning in to Visit One Radio, the Lady Devine Show. We have two special men here, Keon, Talley, and Kelontae, Britten. So tell us about that video that we just listened to.
Oh, that was my youngest mini movie, Take Star My Youngest, featuring, my brother Michael June, OG Shada, and Skylar Black, and the FSG Lunatics, the youngest.
So Skylar Black was actually in that.
Yeah, that was who set the whole play up. She had the little 27 piece. She probably ain't peeper. That's her. She set the whole thing up. That's her in the beginning. In the whole video. Yeah, that's her with the 27 piece with the yacht.
That's what's up. So we was just talking about how the music industry is, and
man.
I can say Diddy. Can I say Diddy?
Yeah, that's the perfect example.
I can say Diddy. It's a mess.
Not trying to even tarnish the brother, but just that's a good example.
It is. It's a
That's
mess.
why I don't be at the city Diddy parties for real. They be wondering why I don't be here and there.
They have city Diddy parties?
Little shit like that. Like,
okay.
At the city, that's why I don't be there. Cause they be wondering why I don't be on certain scenes and playing certain crowds though. But it be just the politics, man.
Well, next time they have one, y'all take the drone and stuff, and y'all get some video footage of the Diddy party, the Cincinnati Diddy party.
That's crazy.
No, that's why though.
Yeah,
I'm talking stuff.
We need that. We need that. So I know you got a lot of stuff. You got a lot of collaborations that you've done. Talk about your collaborations in your spot at the Cincinnati Riot sound placement.
Oh, that was the Riot. What year was that? That was probably, I think that was like my 11th grade year. I was still in high school on that Riot, I believe. Yeah, because I had just got out of 2020. I just got out of juvenile. I was in 2020. I was still on the box in the video. It just took me back. I was just got out of 2020. AB and B Luck and them had reached out. That's when I was going crazy. So that meant a lot to me at the time, for real, to be on there with a bunch of the older guys. I was still a kid, like probably 3 kids on there at the time. Probably me and 2 other youngins, but that's all adults. I don't know if you ever saw the Cincinnati Riots?
I have.
Yeah,
before.
I'm on part 3, so yeah, you probably never saw that one. That was part 3. That was the most recent one, the last one he did.
Okay.
He reached out though and Got it on. I went to go do my session at True Sounds with Mike Toombs or Tight, I believe I recorded it with. Yeah.
So you've collaborated with Lantana, Scally, and Young Butter?
Oh yes, ma'am. Yes,
okay.
ma'am. Yeah. That was around the same time for real when I was doing King of the Hill mixtapes and all that.
King of the Hill?
King of the Hill. Yeah, I got
King of the Hill mixtapes.
King of the Hill part 1, 2, and 3. I had a trilogy of that going crazy, like selling CDs hand in hand. Like, so a lot of my stuff not even on Apple, Spotify, like I was just telling him. It's on YouTube and SoundCloud, maybe if YouTube. I was really selling CDs hand in hand. Hand in hand and CDs, really, like that was my thing.
So Keon, you was talking about that you really had to target your audience in order to be able to market your films, your music, your plays, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I was just kind of telling him like, hey, like, really, you just gotta find the right person, you know, for the right seats. Like, you have to show, like, I bet you a lot of people would love to hear them songs if they knew they existed. And putting it on the internet is such a big, open, wide thing. Not everyone's gonna be able to see it. So narrowing it down to the people who want to see it, like hitting it with a couple of hashtags, re-uploading it, hitting it with a couple different platforms. I mean, if you kind of made like a little build up for it, like, hey, you know, like this song's been remastered, you know, like on TikTok, kind of hit it with like, you know, here's a little bit of the song. People gonna be like, man, I want to hear that come out, and then you throw it on Spotify. Boom, you got hundreds and thousands of views because people are, you know, people who want to hear it are expecting it to come out, and they're waiting for it, they're wanting it, and they tell their friends about it.
Yes, and it's timely. Stuff resurfacing every day, all day. Like,
also, a good marketing tool is OnlyFans page.
It's crazy. I got one for Hollywood movies. Before I was gonna start putting our movie clips on there, like exclusive stuff that can't make Tubi or that can't make whatever platform. OnlyFans might have a dirty version.
Too. Not that you gotta undress or anything, but you know, you get on there and talk about your movies.
Or just spitting game. Or I see people do it for them
they'll come to your page. They'll pay for that.
I see people do it for them reasons. Yeah.
So you also are into the mental health. You talked about honoring Little Den.
Oh yeah, that's my brother who was just on the screen too. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, definitely Lil Den. He was just murdered up at Ross Correction, 2024, July.
Wow.
Yeah. Ain't heard nothing about it. If you Google it, it don't pop up. But the cop that just got killed on Christmas pops right up. Like, but that don't pop up. Like,
so was he? Did he have mental illness?
He had mental health issues for sure. He was battling that since we was probably teenagers, and everybody knew that. Yeah, he definitely did. But I don't know how that transpired though. I just feel like he still should have made it home. He only had 18 months. You know what I mean? And he just never came home. Like, so we will be dealing with that. Like, that been on my heart heavy, man.
How do y'all deal with the mental illness? Do you do it with the music, the film? How do you handle that day-to-day, everyday mental illness? Because we all have it.
I was about to. I promise you, put the words in my mouth. I'm about to say, I feel like the whole world got it.
A person that has went to a clinic and they diagnosed them. We all got mental illness.
I got it, but we all.
Experience
it's the world.
it.
Yeah, we all in the world together. I feel like that for sure.
I think a friend told me, and I feel like it's in the best, terminology. We all battle our own inner demons.
Yeah. Others just deal with them certain ways. Certain triggers trigger others in different ways. Medicine. They had him taking medicine, so it's stuff like that. I feel like the medicine don't always be right. Sometimes it may help momentarily, but
Yeah, I mean, a lot of that stuff, I really feel like they kind of think the one-all fix. Like they think, oh, it worked for this person, let's give it to this person as well. And that ain't the case. Everyone's different.
Yeah, that's true. I see it every day because I deal with the mental health, so I know. Yeah. And so, you said that you had a Jada Kiss deal, and what happened?
Nah, not even that. I had some stuff in the works with Kiss, and everybody thought I was about to sign with Kiss and all that. Yeah, he just was messing with me on some telling me I was hard type stuff. He reached out to me in the DM, and then from there we built a little rapport, whatever, kept in touch, and then I ended up meeting him not too long ago at his show at Madison Theater. Bumped into him, bumped into him, did some filming for him and his guys up there on stage and all that. So it came full circle, but it didn't go how I expected it to at all. It definitely did. But I mean, I'm thinking about it in hindsight, like, man, I didn't met Kiss, so that's definitely something on my bucket list. Like, I ain't even noticed that, on stage with Kiss. Even for him to DM me a couple years ago, that was big. I thought that was fake, but
Well,
He just
you
telling me I
never
was
know.
hard though.
You never
He's
know.
like, you hard, man, let's work. But it was a money grab. Back then, what I was saying, I'm gonna just be straight honest. Like, it was definitely a money grab. Motherfucker looking for feature money, scrambling. Like, it was during the pandemic. So motherfuckers was doing features and interviews for dirt cheap. That's all it was, a money grab. Probably the managers and them reaching out. Probably wasn't even him.
So what?
That was his page, you know.
What is this about you being blackballed?
I wouldn't even say I'm blackballed. I just feel like shit. I don't know, man. I don't feel like I'm blackballed. I feel like it's politics, and that's why I'm calling myself Black Obama from this point on. Like, it's shit, I'm the president, man. I feel like it's politics, and I ain't really playing the politics. We ain't gonna do that. Like, I'm the pioneer of this Cincinnati shit. And there's a lot of stuff that y'all don't know for as, I mean, just the music and stuff and all. I could tell stories for days. Like, that's why I sound like I'm babbling. Like, but for the most part, it's so much I done did behind the scenes and on the scene. Like, and they just be like trying to, I don't know. But they can't though. Like, you mean, I got my own, I'm building my own, really, my own lane for real. I'm building my own industry. That's what Hollywood TV is. I ain't really got to sell out. I don't plan on selling out. You know, we gonna make Hollywood come to us. I got people coming from Cali to be in these movies, Detroit coming to be in these movies, Dayton. They've been coming to Cincinnati. They're coming to us. Like,
so I seen you, was it people from Dallas, Texas?
oh, I was just down in Dallas for the first time.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my first time down in Dallas. Yeah, that was a family trip. I was just down there. Came right back. As soon as I got back, we started a new movie. You know, but you were just at the last premiere. You see how the show went. Like,
yes.
So I feel like I still got the streets. So like, that was my first show in a long time. I was nervous how that was gonna turn out. And it showed me, like, man, I'm in a good lane, I'm in a good space, and I gotta just bully and hog my lane.
And they got love for you.
Like, man, it showed me the genuine love. Like, fuck all that outside. It be motherfuckers, I be in my own head sometimes too. Like, that showed me, like, man, I gotta apply the pressure for real. I got my own, I feel like I got my own niche, my own lane at this point.
That's right.
I don't really gotta rap. I could retire today, man. I ain't really got no raps. I'm trying to learn this other aspect of it, man. I'll get behind the camera if I need to. Like, whatever it takes to build up this Hollywood TV shit.
That's right.
I'll be the videographer. Fuck it.
So we're gonna be right back. We're gonna take a break. Thanks for tuning in.
Do. It's your boy Harrison, the comedian. We turn it up Wednesday at 7 o'clock. I'm with my girl on Busy One Radio, Kimberly Devine Lux, and it's going down. We about to turn this thing up. It's going to be
Lux, 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 Lady Lux, Lady Lux. That's the name, don't wear it out. Lady Lux, Lady Lux. That's the name, don't wear it out.
Devine wine. So we got it in Merlot and Riesling right now. We got some other flavors coming, but Fame Juice designed this label, and it's $25. Proceeds will help homeless women, y'all. It's National Women's Day, and we work with homeless women. So inbox me, Kimberly Devine Lux, and get you a bottle of this wine and support y'all.
Devine wine, and it sits and sips very amazing. Very smooth, and we both have it in 2 different flavors. So make sure y'all shop Devine Wine.
You need radio, TV, and live streaming advertisement. Call Dante Payne 513-602-7289 or Lady Devine at 513-480-9200 for these awesome packages.
All right, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in to Busy One Radio, the Lady Devine Show. I'm here with Keon, Talley, and Kelontae, Britten. Did I say it right?
Yes,
So, you talked about getting into other things besides your movie casting and shooting movies. You talked about software. You talked about music. What's your next step?
We really just working on the movies for the most part and trying to bring the music under the same umbrella, so working on official soundtracks. I was just thinking about it yesterday, like for this next movie we doing right now, My Homegirl, we just started that. And then we got the Nasty Natty, but we gonna do official soundtracks because there's so many artists around. Original soundtracks, and then when we doing the premieres, you know, perform the soundtracks and do live shows before it start like we did last time, but just a little better.
Well, you definitely gotta hook up with me for the music room because we have live performances.
I've been seeing that.
We also perform with a band.
Yeah.
So
yes,
let's work on that.
Horror artists too. I got some horror artists around, like raw, slept on artists they act though, but I'm like, damn, I didn't even know y'all make music. Damn, Malik, I gotta give him a shout out. He a writer for the Nasty Natty.
Loch Ness,
my guy. You know what I mean? He one of the writers on Nasty Natty, but he been acting and writing.
Okay, tell me about Nasty Natty because I've been hearing about that.
Nasty Natty is the series. That's what's the most anticipated. We definitely got to talk about that. That's a series that we got coming. We starting it this summer. I was thinking about May 30th, early June. May 30th is my brother's birthday, so that was the date we was aiming for. But we got 4 seasons written. I got 7 writers on it. Dan Malik, Nicole Hurd, Jeffrey Chappell, Shiola Cunningham, Sherry Neal, Ryan Taylor, and who I'm missing? I believe I'm missing one more. A couple script advisors, but that got over 1,000 shares on Facebook off the post just organically.
Wow.
No ads, no none of that on there. Just a bunch of shares and 1,200 sign-ups on the website. So the website started going crazy. The email, we got so many sign-ups. A bunch of cameramen involved now. It all stemmed from that though, the Nasty Natty. So they waiting on that. We got the cast ready. We damn near locked in. We getting started next month.
And so tell me what is it about, the Nasty Natty?
The Nasty Natty. 4 seasons so far. Written on paper, typed up, solidified, and it's basically just telling stories from the early 2000s. It's telling 3 generations at once, kind of like, but it's starting in the early 2000s. Yeah, a bunch of them real raw stories that you probably know of, and we just really about to tell them, like, and from my eyes, from my perspective, it's still got the main character growing up, little kid or whatever, and it's just telling it from his perspective about all these different OGs and big names and a lot of the stories that I want to tell y'all right now, for real, like, but we gonna wait till the series come out, like.
So you coming back?
I ain't went nowhere. I feel like I ain't went nowhere, man. I feel like I've been here with it the whole time.
No, you coming back to Busy One.
Oh, hell yeah.
The Lady Devine show.
Hell yeah, because we on a time limit. We got to come back and dig.
We got to talk about that.
We got to come back and dig. I promise.
That's awesome.
We can make this home base. For real, because I ain't trying to do a lot of interviews with a lot of people, for real. So yeah, we can build on that.
That's what's up. That's what's up. We partners.
Yeah, we can build.
What's up? And we got Keon gonna come in and help you with the
software. You locked in, watch. You locked in, bro. I'm so happy I met you today, bro.
Yes, sir. Me too, man. We're gonna get you taken care of.
Man, remember that face. If you dummy, he's behind the scenes, but still remember that face. Man.
18 years old.
18 years old?
Yes, sir.
Damn. You know that, bro.
18 years old. Taking care of business.
So y'all both started young men with a focus, with a heart, a genuine heart. I just got to give y'all my props. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so many of our young people that's out there that's wild and don't have no guidance and no direction. So if you all had an opportunity to reach out to some of these young people, tell me what you would say, Keon.
Really? One thing I would say is kind of find what your most creative thing is, or just kind of find your passion and shoot for it. Because the longer you wait, the more you lose opportunities to kind of get to where you need to be. I feel like one of the big things I did right was my mom taught me how to fish, and I went fishing for real. I seen the opportunities, but I took them. You know, a lot of teenagers, they don't take them. They decide to I can hold off when I'm so young. You know, I'm gonna do this, do that. But one of the things I did, when a lot of people ask this, I just went for my dream and kind of just kept going, and that's why I'm here. Now.
That's what's up. Kelontae.
Awesome. What's that?
What would you tell the young people today?
What I would tell the youngest today is just to be yourself. For the moment, just be yourself. Believe in I wouldn't just keep the faith. I ain't gonna tell you what to believe in, but you know, keep the faith. Believe in some higher power. Know that you got powers. Protect your mind. It's really all a mind thing. Everything is a mind thing. It's just about protecting your mind for the most part. It's a mind thing, man. Protect your mind. Be yourself. You know, stay true to yourself and have fun with this shit. Cause we don't know what's next. All these different theories and what's next when we check out and all that.
Yeah, we know.
Let's leave it here, leave a legacy here. That's why I be going so hard with the content and stuff, because I feel like that's all that's gonna be here. Is our narratives. Control the narrative for the most part. I mean, change the narrative as much as we can. Just push the envelope.
Yeah, I mean, to kind of add on to that, like when you post stuff, it's basically like making your own time capsule because this is what's gonna be left when you're gone.
These are fucking hieroglyphics. These gonna be our fucking pyramids and writings on the wall. All this. That's why these interviews is so serious. Like, man, see how they came with my notes and been doing my homework. It's serious, man.
Especially since like 30 years down the line, you don't know who this will help.
This gonna be worth gold in 20 years.
Right.
Do you have any upcoming castings that people can get
Yes,
into?
ma'am. Right now, we busy. We outside Hollywood TV right now. My homegirls, we shooting this Saturday. If you want to pop in as an extra, HollywoodTV.com right now. We shooting Monday and Tuesday again for backup days. And we got probably 6 more days on this film. It was a 15-day process, 2 weeks, and we done with the movie. We shot that Solitary in 2 weeks, but it took about a year to come out for us edited and all that. But that's what we going for. 2 weeks with the films, 15 days be the process.
Wow.
And then the series, casting for the series all summer, HollywoodTV.com. Yeah, we getting started with the series.
So tell us about the trailer that we're about to watch.
This Solitary Confinement, the last movie we just finished up and put in theaters. It was my first show we put inside the theater. You know, shout out to Parkland Theater, Mr. Ed, and the whole cast from Solitary Confinement. Detroit, Cali, and Dayton. That's what that is. Cincinnati, of course.
So Cincinnati people better get on it and get in these movies because you got people coming from all over the place.
I promise you, I was just saying that to who yesterday, man. It was somebody in the team. I'm like, it seemed like the outsiders more hungry. Like, I was just saying that to some of them yesterday. Like, just 'cause they feel like it's something out of town or it's something farther away from their city, so they just taking it more serious.
But Detroit
and Dayton,
been popping.
They've been on it. They've been at me.
I haven't seen anything from Dayton, but I know Detroit.
Dayton get busy.
They got a lot of stuff out there.
Cleveland too. They get busy on the independent films.
So where do you hope that your film goes to?
We gonna distribute it to all platforms. So hopefully whoever picks it up, like I'm messing with Film Hub right now. If you any independent filmmakers who want to put it on platforms yourself, you could go through Film Hub. That's like you become your own distributor. And yeah, they put it through like Hulu's, Tubi's, Plex. It's like a list of like 17, I believe.
Oh wow! Y'all hear that?
Yeah. But yeah, if you want to get on the small ones like Tubi and Hulu and stuff, yeah, you can go through Film Hub and do it yourself. I'm just being transparent right now, definitely.
Yeah, because you gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, you could go pay somebody and do it yourself. I mean, have them do it for you, but you could go do it yourself as long as you meet the requirements and the criteria. Check off all the boxes. Film Hub, be your own independent distributor.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Hollywood TV though, that's really what I'm pumping, because Tubi and all that shit can get sold tomorrow. Just like TikTok almost did. I mean,
so you have your own television station?
I'm trying to make Hollywood TV be the channel, be the app. I need an app, just like Tubi got basically. Okay. That's the goal. So yeah, that's the competition.
You need to talk to Ace when you get out.
My guy right here, man, we gonna build an app or something one day. We trying to. Facebook is the competition. IG and YouTube, all these platforms that we giving our gold to, and they can just sell it like this tomorrow. We gotta have our own platforms. That's what I'm pushing for.
That's what's up. There's a lot of knowledge in here, y'all.
Disney, that's the blueprints, man. Disney, Netflix, we need our own net. That's what Hollywood TV is about. Even if we gotta rebrand it and make it more corporate, you know,
professional.
Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with whatever we gotta do.
As long as we do it.
That's great because Busy One has a television station too.
Man, shout out Busy One.
Yeah, we need to talk to you.
Nah, that's the heaviest. Busy One.
Yeah, no, we need your movie up on the app right now.
Y'all got that? Y'all got the what y'all got?
We got our app is already in Apple App Store, Google Play, yeah.
Y'all put films and like content on
Yes, sir, yes, sir. Available on Apple
music.
TV, Roku,
No.
the works.
See, okay. I need y'all. There's somebody else in the city who got an app too, I saw.
I don't even know who that is. But no, I think I heard about somebody. I can't remember who it is though.
They just started it.
Okay.
No, I need y'all.
Oh yeah, no, we gonna talk.
So I'm glad that you guys tuned in to Busy One Radio on the Lady Devine Show. We have this trailer that we're gonna get ready to show. Are you ready, Chris?
Getting ready to hit the night on the town with your friends? Ooh wee, looking good, girl. But you're missing something, baby. You're missing that Lady Devine lipstick, honey. It goes on smooth, gives you full coverage, and it's smudge proof. It's a beautiful way to top off that red gown that you're wearing tonight. It sure does. The fragrance is not only beautiful and feminine, but it's also long-lasting, and it is guaranteed to get the heads turning anytime you walk past. Lady Devine perfume and Devine Essentials lipstick. Look at you, girl.
Your lips, they got me going hard flips. You got me floating. Your lips, they got me going hard flips. You got me floating. Your lips, your lips, your
Lux, Lady Lux. That's her name, don't wear it out. Lady Lux. That's her name, don't wear it out. Lux, Lady Lux. That's her name, don't wear it out. Lady Lux. That's her name, don't wear it out.
Do you have belly rolls like this? Do you have the chicken wing arm like this? Or experience fat rolls like this? I suggest you try Devine Essentials Lipo in a Jar. Brought to you by Devine Lux. Lipo in a jar slims your body, firms your body, reduces cellulite, and burns fat, all at the same time.
Lady Lux, ow.
Solitary confinement. That's based on a true story. About 2 kids that was charged as adults back in 1998, I believe, or something. It's crazy. I've been in touch with the real lady. Her and her brother was 12 and 13 when they caught the body. And did about 20 years in jail from Florida. And I've been talking to her. She followed me on the ground, Catherine Jones.
So how did you get into story?
Watching an interview with a motherfucker, like, forgot what podcast it was. It was Charleston White or something. I'm watching the interview though, and he brought them up on some real stuff, and I Googled it. Really just went to Google the story, and it stuck with me. I couldn't stop reading it. 12 and 13, they killed their parents and their babysitter for some molestation stuff that was going on that the parents knew about. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
1998, I believe it was the year I was born. Catherine and Curtis Jones, if you Google that. The first 2 kids charged in America as adults. Me and Catherine
All right,
been talking
Chris.
though. Shout out to Catherine. She a youth advocate, got a lot of programs going on now down in Florida.
I just had a friend.
Are we closing the show after this? Okay.
It's Devine.